Here's what you missed on the Eras Tour Lisbon, Night 1. First of all, we had a bit of a rough start with the show starting over an hour late. Small water bottles and power banks were allowed into the stadium, but according to those of you who were there, the lines were not organized or clearly marked, and therefore they were checking every single person's water bottles and backpacks, which, yes, good for security, but by the time Paramore started 47 minutes after they were originally scheduled to start, there were still thousands of people outside trying to get in and no one knew where the checkpoints were. But just so we're clear, heat was not the issue, it was the stadium. VIP also is standing room, which means they don't have assigned seating, so rightfully so, people were a little worried and they started camping out for night 2 tonight. Luckily, eventually Paramore did take the stage and played their full set. Yes, Misery Business is basically just part of the set list now, and Paramore's surprise song tonight was Told You So. The floor bracelets were interestingly debut themed. Nevertheless, Taylor opened the show with the pink and blue leather bodysuit. She said hola and eventually muito obrigado. She said, "You're making me feel like I get to play my first ever show in Portugal." Then we got the silver jacket for the man. We got the pink guitar for Lover. She opened her Lover speech with Lisboa, bem-vindos ao Eras Tour. She also said that when she first appeared on stage, the crowd took her breath away and her heart was beating very, very fast. It was the official start of a really good night. It was Golden Fringe for Fearless. I Bet You Think About Me for 22. This absolute queen got the 22 hat. Cam's Like Ever was Nunca Mais, which I guess means never again. Thank you to everybody who DM'd me to help me out with that one. During her All Too Well speech, she talked about how the Eras Tour is basically a compilation of her favorite memories from the last nearly 20 years of her life, and that she should have brought previous tours to Portugal. The purple cupcake dress returned for Speak Now. Reputar gave us red snakes again. According to all the videos I watched, we did not get the note change for Ready For It, but we did get the triple note in Don't Blame Me. The white cream dress made its debut for the sister set, and during her Champagne Problem speech, we did get once again the seasonal mention for both Folklore and Evermore. And not only did she sing the background vocals in the song, smack dab in the middle of the song she said ayuda por favor, because there were people in the crowd that needed help. Don't know what happened exactly, so if you were there, let me know in the comments. I hope that they're okay. Champagne Problem's cheer time was 3.5 minutes, the longest it's been in a while. It was so loud and so long that the lights came on, and she said, "Never in my life will I ever forget that moment." Then Taylor decided to channel either Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Sully from Monsters, Inc., or herself from Welcome to New York from the 1989 World Tour, and came out in a brand new 1989 set. We got Tay Mermaid, purple and blue. According to all the videos I checked, the blank space cheer was either Lisboa or Lisbon, depending on what your native language was. We got the black necklace for But Daddy I Love Him. Right at the beginning of her singing The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, she said more help up front. But whatever was going on, again, I hope everything is okay. Again, if you were there, let me know in the comments, but we're all wishing you well. Got the silver 2-piece for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Then we got 5 surprise songs tonight with the orange dress. Taylor said that the crowd tonight was one of the most memorable crowds she's ever played for, because y'all were so loud. Then on the guitar, we got a triple mashup of Come Back Be Here, The Way I Loved You, and the outro of The Other Side of the Door. Yes, we finally got The Way I Loved You. And on the piano, we got a mashup of Fresh Out the Slammer and High Infidelity. She was singing all the high notes during Fresh Out the Slammer. It was honestly incredible. A bunch of old Eras Tour merchandise went on sale at her merch shop. It was Purple Orchid for Lavender Haze, European Chevron cutout for Midnight Rain. The crowd absolutely screamed, "Where are you going, Taylor?" during Bejeweled. We got the blue Karma jacket. Travis wasn't there, so Karma is the guy on the screen. That's basically what you missed for the Eras Tour Lisboa Night 1. I will see you again tomorrow for the second and final night. Here's what you missed on the Eras Tour Lisboa Night 2. Paramore opened the show about 6:45 p.m. According to those of you who were there, the lines seemed to be moving much better tonight than they were last night. It was pretty hot outside, but it seemed like people got in okay. Before Paramore sang their surprise song tonight, Haley talked about how beautiful it was that everyone was live streaming so everyone can enjoy the Eras Tour together. And then she dedicated Last Hope to all the Paramore fans out there and anyone watching on a live stream or in the audience tonight. She also sat down on the stage for a little bit to really take in the crowd. Y'all were incredibly responsive and loud. It was beautiful. Imogen Heap was in the audience tonight. Taylor opened the show with a tangerine bodysuit for Lover. She said, "You're making me feel right at home in Portugal." In her words, "You're making me feel like I get to play a sold-out show in Lisbon on a Saturday night." Of course, we got the orange bodysuit for the man. And the way y'all screamed, I guess what I'm trying to say is you're making me feel like the man was incredible. We got the salt and pepper dress for Fearless. This is not Taylor's version for 22. The 22 hat went to this queen. Cam's Like Ever was Nem Que a Vaca Tussa, which according to Google and you guys means not even when the cow coughs, which basically means not in a million years. It's impossible. Ah, idioms. Her All Too Well speech was a little bit longer today. At one point she started crying, saying that she'd never seen a crowd like this before in her life, and how she wishes she could have brought all of her tours to Portugal. Taylor Nation chose absolute violence with this tweet, referencing some of the bracelets at the venue that were either green butterflies or black snakes. Taylor Swift Taylor's version and Reputation Taylor's version are on the horizon. Sometime. We got Silver Swirls for Speak Now. Reputa once again was red snakes. And Blondie really reminded everybody that the mic is on when she gave extra ad-libs and Ready For It, and gave us the note change. And the triple note and Don't Blame Me. Also, the crowd was clapping very, very loudly on beat for Delicate. Portugal really said, "We will be remembered." We got the berry dress for the sister set. And during her Betty speech, she very suspiciously said, Reputation was one of those albums where you just threw out the rulebook and start again. Meaning that it was an album where she could switch things up and do something different. But we got a Reputation mention, which means we will be clowning. Champagne Problems speech was pretty quick, saying that she's very proud of both Folklore and Evermore. She did sing the backup vocals again during the bridge, and according to those of you in the crowd who sent me a video with the Champagne Problems cheer time, it was roughly about 2 minutes and 50 seconds. It was just under 3 minutes. And during the cheers, she once again started crying. She clearly was very touched by all of you. Taylor debuted the Pink Lemonade set for 1989. The blank space cheer was once again either Lisbon or Lisbon, depending on which language you speak. It was the white Vivienne Westwood necklace for But Daddy I Love Him. Then we got the white two-piece set for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. The surprise songs tonight were approximately unbelievable. 2 mashups tonight. On the guitar, we got the Tortured Poets Department and Now That We Don't Talk. And She Deserves Jail Time for that smooth transition of Who's Gonna Love Me Now That We Don't Talk. Then on the piano, she played the ultimate mashup ever of You're On Your Own, Kid and Long Live. Remember how I said she was really touched by the crowds in Portugal? Yeah, that's what I meant. Stunning. Honestly, I don't know how she will top that. Unless she goes full chaotic and somehow plays a mashup of Mary's song and I Did Something Bad, but we'll find out in the future. For the first time since Paris Night 3, we got the light blue shirt for Lavender Haze, the beautiful scallop dress for Midnight Rain, we got the magenta jacket for Karma, no Travis, so Karma is the guy on the screen. That's basically what you missed for the Eras Tour Lisboa Night 2. I will see you again on Wednesday for the Eras Tour Madrid.